Phase 1B for the COVID vaccine starts today in South Carolina. More good news. That means an additional 2 million people are now eligible. Fox Carolina's Justin Dorsey begins our team coverage.
Yeah, and health officials are saying right now that they want to make sure that people who are 55 up, whose job puts them at higher risk, can make sure to get that vaccine. Now, people 16 to 64 with high-risk medical conditions or certain diseases will also be included among other professions. Actually, one important thing to note here, even if your job's not listed on DHEC's website, they're just examples. DHEC says that if you work outside of your home and have frequent contact with people, you are likely eligible. Now, during the previous phase, health leaders say that they learned a lot from the other phase. One of the first things is who to include in this phase to make sure the population of people who need it the most are getting that vaccine, which is why they want to help people better understand who is qualified to be vaccinated in Phase 1B because of some of that gray area in the disability category. Take a look.
I also want to make the point that disability that increases contact with people, for example, with more caregivers, again, doesn't increase severe disease. It maybe increases exposure to SARS-CoV-2, but not necessarily severe disease. And therefore, not all people with disabilities are eligible for Phase 1B.
And of course, we're working to answer all of your COVID-19 questions. So if you have any questions about it or about the vaccine, you can visit our website at foxcarolina.com, and there's a widget there where you can ask questions. For now, that's the story from here. In Greenville, Justin Dorsey, Fox Carolina.
Now, people eligible for the vaccine in Phase 1B lined up at Prisma's mass vaccination site in Greenville today. It's at that old Kmart Plaza off West Ferris Road.
Yeah, this is somewhere that we've done a lot of stories on. Fox Carolina's Carrie Weimer was there before the doors opened today. And Carrie, how do things look with the increase of people able to get vaccinated?
You know, guys, it's a much different look here today than we've seen in weeks past. You can tell right beside me, you can just seeing the spaces in the parking lot, you can tell that there's not as many people that have been here as with the first phase. Now, a lot of the people that I talked to today, they came out expecting to see long lines, possibly a wait time, but once they got here, they found out very differently. Take a look. People from the upstate lined up today before the doors opened at the Prisma mass vaccination site in the Kmart Plaza. About 10 minutes before noon, Prisma officials started letting people in the doors, and by 12:15, no one was waiting outside. Those in both Phase 1 and Phase 1B groups trickled into the building to get their shot.
Wasn't exactly sure what to expect. You know, it's kind of a funny thing because you want there to be a lot of people in line, but you also don't want to wait long in line.
The line moved very quickly as soon as they opened the doors.
Prisma says they are only taking first dose appointments at the Kmart site that are scheduled through MyChart. They are not allowing first dose walk-ins at this time. Now, I also talked to a couple people today that said that elderly ones are still having trouble getting registered through MyChart to get these appointments. So Prisma officials are asking if you know anyone in your family and your friend circle, maybe church members, that could use some assistance, please try and help them out. Tori, Matt?
Yeah, always a good idea. Help your neighbors, right? Carrie, thank you.